Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Makiyah Michelle. Today we have another video. Welcome to A Safe Place for the Pretty Girls, episode number 3, okay? Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? Comment down below, let me know. The girl's getting ready to start her makeup right now. What did I want to talk about? I wanted this to be such a life update video. Really just me talking to y'all again on the same page as you guys. So that's what this video is going to be about. Can we start off with the fact that your girl is 20 years old now, which is absolutely insane. I'm not sure if it's because of COVID or what, but I know we do have the 2020 effect where they say everything right before the pandemic seems like it was just yesterday, when in all reality, the pandemic happened almost 4 years ago now, which is insane to even say. It definitely does still feel like 2019 was last year. But I just think that the ages from 16 to 19 just flew by me. And at that age, 20 seemed so far away from me. So to be here is kind of like, what the hell? Where has the time gone? Okay. Literally those first 2 weeks after I turned 20, it's been about 3.5 weeks now since I've turned 20. But those first 2 weeks, I felt like I was having a little mini breakdown. Okay. I was just like, this age sounds much older than I feel. Like, I still feel like I could be 18, 19 right now, but no, girl. The number is growing, okay? The age is getting up there. So, I'm just trying to catch up to that age, okay? I think right now my focus is learning how to be carefree while still being intentional with everything. Your 20s is about making little messes and cleaning them up. Hey guys, Editing Makiyah here. I did want to say I got this concept of making small messes and cleaning them up later in your 20s from a podcast I watched called Leah by my girl, Leah Alexander. If you're looking for a girly podcast, I definitely recommend. Back to the video. Your 20s is about making little messes and cleaning them up. So I definitely have time to bounce back from mistakes I might make along the way. But I still want to make sure I am not purposefully making these mistakes. If I do make a mistake, it's okay. But let's be intentional about what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I want to be intentional in all of that. But maybe I'm still young. Like, I can still be a little bit carefree. And just finding that balance is a little bit weird for me. Because sometimes I'm an all or nothing type of person. Like, if I'm gonna be carefree, I'm going to be carefree, okay? So finding that balance now is what I'm figuring out. I'm also just trying to close the gap between who I am right now and who I want to be. I feel like lots of times, and I've spoke about this before, lots of times when people are doing self-work, they really underappreciate who they are in the present moment, and I'm learning to have grace with myself no matter the situation and no matter what's going on. But closing that gap, as in, what does who I want to be look like? What does she wear? What does she smell like? Just little aspects like that, really stepping and walking like the woman I want to be, while also not getting so caught up in this imaginary person that I've created that I neglect who I am right now, or I feel like who I am right now isn't enough. I think that's where a lot of people go wrong when it comes to self-work, and it's a very thin line between the two. And I think once you go down the rabbit hole of just trying to be a better person and trying to do this more and try to do this better, and you need to get rid of this and blah, the whole long list that I can say, I think lots of times people totally undermine the person they are in that moment and don't realize that who they are right now is good enough, and that next person is just another level of who you are right now. Self-work has definitely been a trend on social media. Everybody wants to reinvent. Everybody wants a rebirth of themselves, a renaissance, if you will. And that is perfectly fine. It's always great to be better. I don't want to be so focused on being better that I don't enjoy my present moments and every step that I'm taking towards that. I don't want every single moment of my life to feel like a stepping stone to the next great moment. I want to really make sure that I'm living my 20s and 20s, what the fuck, living my 20s to the fullest capacity, and I'm feeling every moment, and I'm not just waiting for each moment to pass. That's actually something I read in a book. It was The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and he talks about that, not using each moment as a stepping stone to the next. I just went in with my Charlotte Tilbury foundation. That's the Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 11W. I'm going with my Too Faced concealer. I'm actually looking for my other concealer to mix this with. I'm also going to leave my products that I'm using today down in the description box just in case I don't remember to say it while I'm talking, because I always want to give the girls the makeup details, Oh my gosh, y'all. And with closing the gap, I'm also realizing that I'm in this period of time where I just want to find my signature. I'm really into finding myself right now, learning more about me, and just finding what looks best on me, like hairstyles, colors, clothing outfits, makeup styles, things like that, and just finding my signature in everything. I don't know why I've been so obsessed with that. Even like down to the silhouettes of clothes that I wear, just finding what looks best on me so that throughout these next few years, I can look the best I will ever look, okay? And I've been feeling it, baby. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling so fine. It's given 20s is the fine era. I just have been feeling so good and so confident in my look recently, which is so important because in my teenage years, I spent so much time not liking my body, not liking, which I've definitely spoke about before. I definitely struggled with my body image in my teenage years and just not liking how I looked. And I think I just compared myself to so many other people when I was a teenager, which happens when you're a teenager on social media and you're seeing all these other bodies and, all these people that have things that you don't have. It's so easy to fall into that trap. But I've been feeling so good. And I know I've only been 20 for about 3.5 weeks. So I've just been so much more in love with how I look recently. And yeah, like I said, I'm so into finding my signature, okay? I think nowadays, and I've definitely seen some people touch on this, but social media has everybody looking the same, okay? And finding what's for you can be hard when you're looking at other people and you see that everybody else looks the same. It makes you just want to fall in line to that look and with that aesthetic and everything like that. But that's why I say we need to bring back gatekeeping. I'm so sorry. I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. Gatekeeping needs to be brought back immediately. You don't have to tell people where you got everything. You don't. What are they going to do? Put a gun to your head? You don't have to tell everybody where everything is from. There's no reason why people are commenting, what shirt is that? What shirt is that? This white crop top, babe? Uh-oh. You don't know where to find a white crop top? You can't find a white top? Yeah, you don't need to know exactly where this one is from, okay? I think sometimes people do that because they feel like if they have what somebody else has, they're going to look like that person, and that is just not the case. That's how it looks on that girl. Will look like that on you? I don't know. No promises. But I say we should bring back gatekeeping. You don't have to tell everybody what perfume you're wearing. You don't need them running around smelling like you. You don't have to share everything with everybody, and social media has made it so accessible. I've literally seen comments where girls are getting dragged because they're choosing not to tell somebody where something is from. And sometimes the girls are just lazy, okay? It takes a quick, easy 1, 2, 3 Google search if you really want what she has. But no, you want the answer given to you because you don't want to have to search for somewhere else and end up buying something and it's not the exact replica and same thing as that person. Bring it back. Bring it back. I used to scream from the rooftops, girl. I used to scream from the rooftops, oh, don't gatekeep. Pretty girls don't gatekeep. Da da da. That was before we started to become carbon copies. And I get it. It's so much easier to take from somebody else's aesthetic over creating your own. But when you do that, everybody just loses the individuality. And that's why social media is getting boring for some people. It's not because there's not enough content. There's an overflow of content right now. It's because everybody's content is the same. I think people are losing the complexity and dimension to themselves as a human being sometimes because humans are not two-dimensional, you know? We have so many layers to us. We don't have to be one way all the time, you know? Just because the style that you're trying to replicate or inspired by is people wearing sneakers and streetwear, it does not mean you wear streetwear to a wedding, you know? You fit for the times, you fit for the weather, you change it up based on you and your own style preferences. But social media has made it so easy for us to be exact. But like I said, I just want to find my signature and curate something that's specific to me. You know, I would love to curate a style that when you see it, you're like, that's Makiyah Michelle. Even when it comes to my videos, my vlogs, any content that I make, any part of me, honestly, when you see it, you know it's me. I would love to have that impact and create that. You know, the goal is always to be iconic. I think social media has got us used to overnight sensations instead of longevity, and longevity is what creates iconic people, people that make a stamp and an impact. You know, we have influencers from 2016 that we could still name today that had an impact on our lives, and that's always what I want. I could care less about a check as of now. I could care less about a check. What's more important to me is the impact that I'll have on others, and that's actually something that I've struggled with more recently. Like I said, I'm only 20 years old, and my goal is always to inspire and motivate other women. You know, even if I'm not feeling the most motivated, just knowing that a post of mine can spark that in somebody else is just really, really special to me. Sometimes when I'm so unsure about my life, because 20s is a weird time. Like when SZA was singing those 20-somethings, she was not kidding. 20s is a weird time because, you know, I'm old enough to do a lot of things, but I'm also not old enough to have all the knowledge that I would like to have about certain topics. I don't have all the life experiences to make me as wise as I would like to be. And sometimes it's just like, who am I going to inspire if I'm still so unsure about myself and I'm still figuring things out? How am I going to be able to inspire somebody else? Who am I to give somebody that extra push or that motivation or advice if I don't know what I'm doing my damn self, you know? And the reality of that situation is I'm never going to have it all figured out. So if I decide not to post until I have things figured out and not to share my opinion on things until I know everything, that day is never going to happen. I have to just take it day by day and really just take that chance, you know? One thing I'm also trying to do in my 20s is putting my hand in everything, okay? Anything that I want to try, I want to try it, okay? I want to try a variety and a range of things. I really want to spread myself over a huge playing field and see what's possible. I feel like this is the time to do that. I'm 20, I'm fine, no kids, no man. You know, this is a time where I could be selfish and do that and just try everything and see how far it goes, you know? And that's 100% what I want to do. And I would recommend that to any other young girl watching me. Try everything, okay? Don't just do it for the plot, okay? This is real life. Don't do too many things for the plot. But yes, try everything that you want to try, you know? With that, of course, we're not talking about drugs. We're not talking about things like that. I'm talking about if you want to play the flute, play the flute. If you want to, you know, be a painter, you want to draw something, draw it. You want to wear something a little bit different, a little bit crazy, what's the worst that can happen, okay? I'm not talking about things with detrimental consequences. Like I said, we need to make sure these messes are small enough to clean up. Don't make them too big, okay? But definitely try as many things as possible. Have new experiences. Definitely try them. And don't limit yourself during this time. Oh my gosh, y'all, there's a hair in my concealer. Okay. I think I've highlighted enough. You know, I still don't feel bright. And tying back to what I said earlier about two things, both humans being multidimensional and also with me thinking that I don't know enough to make an impact in other people's lives, or who am I to make an impact? That was probably overthinking. And sometimes I have to realize, like, they're just thoughts, okay? Thoughts come and go. I'm a woman, for one, so I'm cyclical in nature. And for two, not every single thought holds weight. Sometimes you just think things, okay? Especially about yourself. If you are feeling insecure one day, you're probably gonna look in the mirror and think you're ugly. Is that the case? Hell no. So not every single thought needs to be taken the same. And with me overthinking and stuff like that about, you know, the impact that I'll have, that's a thought that was meant to come in and leave, okay? It wasn't true, and not everything needs to be taken to heart. Another thing that I'm practicing is discipline over motivation. Okay, this is one that is very, very hard for me. I'm somebody, if I don't feel inspired, if I don't feel motivated, I'm like, I can't do that today. I can't film this today. I can't do that today because I'm not feeling it. Get the fuck over the feelings, okay? I'm never gonna feel the same every day. I'm never gonna feel inspired and motivated every single day of my life. It's just not gonna happen. And if I waited on the days where I felt motivated and inspired, my video content would be so sporadic as it has been, okay? It's time to practice discipline over motivation, because that's when you're really gonna see the progress, you know? The moments and the times when you get up, even when you're not feeling it, is what's going to create an impact in your life. And those are the moments that you're going to literally change your life. And that just beautifully ties into a safe place for the Pretty Girls episode I filmed. Oh my gosh, is this number 4? I said it was number 3. Anyways, it ties in beautifully to a safe place for the Pretty Girls episode that I had a while ago when I said, nobody's coming to save you. And that is the harsh truth about adulthood. You know, you're not a kid anymore. It is time to buckle in and do things for yourself. And you know, there's moments where I don't want to post because I feel like I'm a perfectionist, okay? I'm a perfectionist, and lots of times I won't want to post if I feel like my content isn't up to par. And sometimes it's like, what is this standard that I'm holding myself to? Honestly, it's gotten to the point where I had to tell myself, we're looking for progress, we're not looking for perfection, okay? As long as each vlog is better than the last one, that's good enough. Not every vlog has to be perfect, and nothing will ever be perfect. And holding myself and holding my content hostage because I want it to look a certain way is just not gonna get me anywhere. Everybody that waits on perfection, where are they? They're left in the dust, okay? We don't know them. That's the thing. You can't name it for me because we don't know them. You can't wait on perfection to come, because the only way that's gonna come is with practice and with the progress. And I'm somebody who likes to put my best foot forward and, you know, always make sure I'm doing my best in something, and really as close to perfect as I can be. And that is just a toxic trait that I have to let go of, because it's only gonna hold me back in the long run. Okay, y'all, sorry if things look a little bit different. My camera, hold on, I need to put my flip-flop on. Do y'all walk around the house in flip-flops or slides and stuff like that? I do. Like I was saying, sorry if my camera died. What? Sorry if things look a little bit different. My camera did shut off, but it's okay. We are back in action. I don't really know what I was saying, but let's get into college, okay? The girls love to talk about college. I definitely want to do a full college Q&A for all the girls entering college soon. Maybe that'll be in another Safe Place for the Pretty Girls episode. Let me know if you guys would want to see that down below. It will have my study tips, my college experiences. You know, we can talk about the news and all that. I shouldn't say niggas. We can talk about the boys and all that. Things of that nature. Comment down below if you guys would like to see a full video on that, because I would love to do that for y'all. But I'm going to talk about college and how my past semester went. So you guys know, hold on, does my makeup look good? I kind of really love it. You guys know last semester was my first semester of nursing school. Let me tell you, it was terrible. I actually think that semester was the darkest time of my life. I hated it so much. It was so hard. Okay, when I say it was hard, I'm not talking about the work, okay? The work, the substance of the work material isn't hard for me at all. I can get it done. It was the amount of work, you know? And I don't think you guys know this. I do have a clip in one of my vlogs that I'm editing right now where I talk about it. But I did work last semester. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna put that with y'all, but I probably will share it with you guys. It's a clip of me being sad, but I worked last semester. And at the same time, I was also doing content. I was also doing content with other extracurricular activities at school. So that just got so hard for me to balance, and I found that I had just spread myself way too thin, and it just made everything a lot harder for me, and I can't do that this semester. This semester, I already decided we are focusing on school and content, okay? Those are the things that are important to me. That's what I'm focusing on this semester. Last semester, there was no reason why I should have been running off 2 hours of sleep, sometimes no sleep every single night. That's what I was doing, and it just made me hate my freaking life, and I'm not going back to that this semester at all. To tell you guys a little bit about it, last semester I had a geriatric clinical, and if you don't know, that's basically just a clinical with older people. So mine was at a nursing home, and I can say that I will not be working in a nursing home, okay? I did not like it. I did not like it at all. It was not my cup of tea. Thankfully, nursing has, this is the Sephora Micro Smooth powder, by the way. Nursing has so many lanes that you can go into. That was never the field that I wanted for myself in the first place, but seeing it just solidified that. I did not like it. It's not for me. I would love to tell you guys exactly why it's not for me, but I'll probably talk about that once I get my degree next year. All I know is I will not be working in that field. Yeah, school, I'm scared for this semester just because I was so sad last semester with everything going on, but it's looking up. A degree is something that I will have. Getting an education is really important to me. Even though it's hard and I might hate it in the moment, that degree is something I will get. And I encourage other young girls, if you have the opportunity to go to school, definitely take it if it's something you want to do. Because at the end of the day, nobody can take that from you. Once you get your degree, nobody can take it from you, okay? Whether you decide to be a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever. Even if you don't use a degree and it's just sitting pretty on a shelf, if things hit the fan, you can get a job. You know, you can bounce back from it. I won't say you can get a job, but it will be much easier for you to bounce back versus somebody who might not have that. One thing I'm always going to preach to young girls is to have your own, okay? Have your own shit. Be more than just beauty. Be beauty and brains. Brains is always over the beauty, okay? Know that, feel that. Even if you aren't going to school, read books, do research, be educated on the things going on in the world, things going on around you, and always be open to receiving more knowledge, Open your mind outside of what these apps are telling you and look at the real world. I'm always going to encourage women to do that. That's something that I'm trying to do right now, expand my mindset, talk to people who have opposing values and opposing beliefs from me. That's really what makes you well-rounded. Okay guys, so I just finished my hair and makeup and we have officially made it to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And also in the comments down below, leave some topics you guys would like me to touch on. I have a few ideas in mind, but I'm always open to hearing some more. I love you guys so much and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.